Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our review of the Dreame Aero Pro. It's a hard floor cleaner that comes packed with most of the high-end features and specs that we typically only see on the flagship models, but at a much lower price. Dreame has clearly been putting a lot of research and development money into this product category specifically. We've seen this firsthand at the various industry trade shows and Dreame events we've attended over the past few years, where their hard floor cleaner lineup has been front and center with new features and refinements showing up every cycle. We bought their new Aero Pro model with our own money and put it through all of our standard tests. In this video, we'll go over the pros and cons and find out if it made the Vacuum Wars Top 10 Hard Floor Cleaners list on our website. So links are in the description, and let's get started. First, the basics. The Dreame Aero Pro is a cordless hard floor cleaner, or vacuum mop combo, that basically works like a regular vacuum, except it's also washing the floor at the same time. In addition to the hard floor cleaner itself, it comes with a self-cleaning base, a cleaning brush, and 33.8 ounces of cleaning solution, which is more than double the average amount usually included with these machines. To use it, you fill the clean water tank with water and the included solution, turn it on, and vacuum back and forth as usual. The soft roller is constantly being sprayed with clean water, and a squeegee pulls the dirty water off the roller as it mops and sends it to the dirty water tank. It can handle dry debris while mopping, so it really does function as a vacuum and a mop at the same time. When you're finished, it has a self-cleaning cycle, but you'll still need to dump and rinse the dirty water tank afterward. Starting off with the pros. The Dreame Aero Pro provides a lot of value for the price and has most of the same advanced features and specs as the flagship tier hard floor cleaners we've tested. The Dreame Aero Pro is also a cordless model and has a maximum runtime of up to 60 minutes, which is quite a bit higher than the 37-minute average we typically see with hard floor cleaners. Actual runtime will of course vary depending on the mode and how you use it. It doesn't use a manual trigger to dispense water. Instead, it has auto-adjust technology, meaning the machine automatically determines how much water to use as you clean, which honestly is the system we prefer at this point. It also has a dirt detect sensor that picks up on debris levels in real time and automatically adjusts the power as needed. The current cleaning mode, the dirt feedback, and other useful information are all displayed on the LED screen on top of the unit. A feature that we think is particularly useful is its self-cleaning system. Most hard floor cleaners have some kind of self-clean cycle, but Dreame really invested in this one. You just set it on the dock, press the button, and it runs water heated up to 194 degrees Fahrenheit through the brush and internal tubing to flush out grime and dissolve sticky residue. After that, it uses hot air at 203 degrees to dry the roller in just 5 minutes, so it doesn't stay damp or start to smell. It's a much more hygienic setup than older hard floor cleaners, which we consider a major pro. As long as you still empty and rinse the dirty water tank afterwards, overall maintenance is really easy. The Aero Pro has dual-sided edge cleaning, which basically describes how close the brush roller gets to the edge of the floor head, and therefore how well the machine can clean along walls and baseboards. Some models only have edge cleaning on one side, but the Aero Pro has it on both, which is above the typical average. It also has 180-degree lay-flat capability to get under low furniture, something earlier generations of these machines really struggled with because tilting them too far would cause the dirty water tank to spill. So this is a nice upgrade. It has a unique anti-hair wrap system that Dreame calls Tangle Cut 2.0. Most anti-tangle systems use scrapers or combs to keep hair from wrapping around the roller, but the Tangle Cut 2.0 actually actively lifts the hair off the roller and cuts it as you clean, so the roller stays clear without residue. That's a really nice feature if you have pets or long hair in the house. Ergonomically, the Aero Pro felt really good. It has a quality swivel that makes it easy to maneuver around obstacles. Its tank size came in at 1 liter, which is right around the average, so you'll get a good amount of cleaning done between refills. It performed relatively well on our stain test, which is where we use the machine as directed to clean dried-on, pre-made, cold-pressed coffee stains of varying difficulties and point values. There are 4 rounds with 2 timed passes per row in each round, and the cleaner earns more points the earlier it removes each stain. The Aero Pro scored 112 points, which is below our running average of 139 points. So on raw stain removal alone, it didn't blow us away. But, as we've learned over the years, stain removal by itself doesn't tell the whole story. A machine can score really well on this test simply by dumping a ton of water on the floor, which is actually something you don't want because it leads to streaking and long dry times. The goal is a cleaner that removes stains efficiently without soaking the floor. We also measure how much water is left behind using a paper towel that we weigh before and after the test on a very sensitive scale, which gives us a water penalty score. And this is where the Aero Pro really shined. It left behind only 0.43 grams of water compared to the 1 gram average. That's less than half the typical water penalty, which means it's using its water very efficiently. We then combine the stain score and the water penalty score into one overall mopping performance number, which is the metric we consider the single most important indicator of real-world cleaning ability. And here, the Aero Pro came in at 135 points, which is significantly above the running average of 115 points across every hard floor cleaner we've tested. So even though its raw stain removal was below average, its extremely efficient water use pushed it well above average where it really counts. And that's a genuinely impressive result for a product in this price range. Moving on to the cons. To test its suction, we measure it directly at the floor head on maximum power to get what we call its usable suction. The Aero Pro scored below average here at 0.71 kPa compared to the average of 1 kPa across all the hard floor cleaners we've tested. This didn't seem to noticeably affect its real-world cleaning, given how well it did on the combined mop score, but it's worth mentioning if raw suction numbers matter to you. Its weight came in at 4,794 grams, which is just over 10.5 pounds, basically right at the average. So it's not particularly lightweight, though it didn't feel heavy in use either. It also doesn't have a few of the more premium feature list items, like self-propel, an LCD screen, a voice assistant, Wi-Fi, or LED lights on the floor head. None of these are deal breakers, especially given the price, but they are worth noting for buyers comparing it to flagship tier models. The Dreame Aero Pro is one of the most impressive value machines we've seen in this category. Dreame clearly invested heavily in this product class, and it shows. You get an above-average combined mopping performance score, a top-tier self-cleaning and hot air drying system, a unique anti-hair wrap feature that actively cuts hair, and exceptional Amazon reviews so far. Links are in the description to the Dreame Aero Pro and to our top 10 hard floor cleaners list on our website. And be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you go. Thanks for watching.
Vacuum Wars independently tests new vacuums year-round, and the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our latest top picks across multiple categories. You'll also find detailed rankings on the Vacuum Wars website, including our top 20 robot vacuums, top cordless vacuums, and more. Every review here is unsponsored, just honest results. Subscribe so you never miss one, and tap the next video to keep watching.